Today we'll learn about the Type 1 Next Gen Phaser. I had this toy. I did have this toy. Anyway, so I bought some. I thought these would be trivia cards, but they're just cards. So there you go. You could learn about the Type 1 Phaser. And I'm doing my best to zoom in so you can see the card from your TV and not just from your computer monitor. So for those 6 people, I hope this helps. There we go. Since you read about that as I ramble, since my bitter defeat yesterday from the schisms, I watched the schisms last night after being defeated, and I feel like a little dive on the schisms might make me feel better too. I hadn't planned to do that right now. Maybe I should. That's where Data's cat poem comes from. Schisms. Why wasn't that on the trivia question instead of the multiphasic? What you know? Okay, I'm still not okay, but I hope you had time to read about the phaser. I'm going back to the Pursuit Trek questions, and I've been shuffling these as I've been rambling. Now, the thing about this is we learned from our Wrath of Khan show that these are themed by topic and subject matter. So I've got to look at the top. I've done a lot of TOS. We got Wrath of Khan, original. These need to be shuffled. Here's a Deep Space Nine. I've done Deep Space Nine. I'm going to put the Deep Space Nine over here for right now, just in case. And if I find a Voyager, I'm going to jump on it. But these are all Search for Spock. Do I want to talk about Search for Spock specifically? Oh, no. Now, I know the randomness is going away. All right. Give me this. Just going to pick one. We're going to go for it. You ready? Theme is deal with it. Okay, here are our DS9 questions for this morning. Let's get going. I've wasted a lot of time just being who I am. Hopefully folks can see this. Sorry about the throat clearing. I wish there were a cough button on here. When I mentioned Deep Space Nine was some of the best and some of the not so great, I was never a fan of the lounge singer, Vic Fontaine. I don't know who portrayed him. Rat Pack stuff, never my thing. That was very much in a time and a space that the guy with the purple goatee was all about. You think I'm blanking on his name? I'll put it underneath the chapter headings once I find it immediately after I'm done talking about it. Dude, I'm sorry. I liked you in the documentary you put together. Can't I remember his name? I could go to the Book of the Word quickly, but this is a next gen one, and I'm just not going to find it. And I can't help but be what I am. You know who I'm talking about. Hey, if you do your purple goatee, that's who you are. But he was into that stuff, and it made its way in the show, and I guess it helped Nog over his lost leg, and I get it. And there were some sweet moments with the Vic Fontaine, but I didn't. It didn't really get on my radar. It was something just to kind of get through. I don't know if that makes me a bad fan or not. I don't know his name. I should. He was a crooner himself. Sure, he's a nice person. I have all the respect for that kind of thing. If you're into it, every kind of thing has a place in Trek. So that's just fine. So I'm talking myself through it. Not a favorite of mine, but it had its place and it made it and it worked okay. And because I just have a lot in my headspace, and I can't remember proper names, places, or people. I don't know his name. Sorry. But that's my thoughts on the Vic Fontaine. I'm gonna flip the card at the end because I want to go through them all. Oh, wow. Why are you doing this at 8 in the morning, Dave? I don't remember what lost Bajoran City Cisco rediscovered. I remember that. Here's my tidbit on that. I think that was the first episode where they brought in the first contact uniforms. That's my takeaway. But I don't remember the name of the city he found. So maybe I need to take a couple of days off from the Trek trivia, hey? I could do my Aquiel thoughts. Okay, number 3. What Bajoran religious text held the instructions for freeing the pagh? Oh, man. I don't even know if I want to post this. I feel so bad. I see that my strengths now are in what the next gen and TOS, because those are really stuck in my long-term memory. This is high school, college, Deep Space Nine. I started growing, doing things, finding interest, but I never stopped watching the Trek, right? I wish it were the book of the word, but it is not. Oh, man, I think the schisms took a lot out of me. How did Bajoran religious leaders read someone's pagh? Well, yeah, okay, we know this. This is taking the ear and doing something with the ear. That's straight from Emissary, episode 1. You can. I don't know. I'm already looking at the next question, and maybe there's something to covering up these questions before we read them now. Polarized energy often suggested a damaged warp core. Should I? I don't know if I have anything more to say about pagh. Not today. Polarized. Part of me hopes this isn't recording at all. Wouldn't that be merciful for me today? Wow. So the lesson learned here is that I need to watch Deep Space Nine. Maybe I'll alternate seasons of DS9 with Voyager. So I'm watching Voyager season 1 now on the old-fashioned shiny DVDs. DVDs, not BVDs. Those were a brand of underwear that I'm not sure they make anymore. Yeah, so I need to go back to the school because all I got here was pagh from a Trivial Pursuit question. And I talked a lot about Vic Fontaine. I didn't talk about him at all. I talked about not quite liking the whole idea of the lounge singer in Star Trek, but you know, I need to reevaluate that. It worked for what it did. Polarized energy. Intrepid class vessel. This is a really raw episode. You've seen me at my. I'm gonna go upstairs and just read today. I'm gonna read something non-Trek related. I'm gonna work on an article that I have a month to do another draft on. That's gonna be my day. Intrepid class vessel. Well, isn't it Voyager's Intrepid? But I don't know what the name of the vessel was. I was just looking for a Voyager card today. Help me out. All right. So, hey, James Darren. Fine work. I mean, the performance was fine. I did like how he was counseling Nog and all that. The Vic Fontaine stuff. It had its sweet moments. Okay, so I guess I don't outright disdain it. It just wasn't. I was like, but okay. I'm glad it worked for the show. It was something new and kind of original, and I'm always happy to see that in Trek bring something more to it. Bahala, if you hear me. What was the question for Bahala? I know. Oh, the Bajoran Lost City. Bahala. Hello. And the Book of the Cost emoji. Oh, that's almost familiar in my head. The emojin. Yeah. Grasping the ear. We remember the pagh. A mag. Is it? Did they call it Magneto? Is it Magneto? Magneto? It's Magneto Pulse. But it's not this Magneto. This is another Magneto. Hey, okay. And the USS Bulletproof. I don't. Beller. Let me sound it out and be an adult about this, because when I look at something right away, this doesn't happen. Bellerophon. I'm sure that's something significant. I'm gonna have to look up the name, and if I'm so embarrassed and mortified, I'm not. Maybe I'll just delete, not do this today. All right, I apologize. I can't. I apologize to my 3 subscribers. I let you down today, and I feel bad. That's 2 days in a row that I've let myself down. DS9, as much as I enjoyed it, I guess it's not my strong suit, and Magneto agrees, don't you? Yes, Magneto agrees with me. Wow. Let's. I'm gonna work on my Aquiel mini dive. Maybe I'll post that later. I'll do that later this afternoon, and I'll decide if this is worth keeping. But it does humble me, which is why I do this. So I'm gonna lose Deep Space Nine fans. Probably already turned this off in disdain years from now, and I'm sorry. And if you really liked Vic Fontaine, when I think out loud and have the conversation with myself, I'm walking it back. Some touching moments with the Vic Fontaine, but not all the time. They didn't give Vic Fontaine a mobile emitter. I'm sure that there's a Trek novel in the waiting, or at least a comic book where Vic Fontaine and the holographic doctor go out on an adventure. Wouldn't that be something? Happy day.